Good evening. My name is Eddie Hazard, and welcome to the Santa Clara Convention Center for Bay Area Events. Today, we're going to interview many people here at the Travel Convention Center, and you're going to see a lot of interesting places to go. First of all, we're going to start in Hawaii. Hello, this is Eddie Hazard again. If you want to go to Hawaii, we're here at the Maui booth with Shirley.
My name is Shirley Kawashima, and I'm with Aston Hotels and Resorts, where we have over 27 properties on the islands, on the major islands, which is the Big Island of Hawaii, Oahu, where Waikiki is located, Maui, and Kauai. On the island of Maui, I have 9 properties.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oahu, I have another 9.
How long have you been in business?
We have been in business for over 60 years.
Oh, my goodness. So if I'm going to Hawaii, the first person I would look up would be you.
Yes, me, of course, and Aston Hotels and Resorts.
This is Eddie Hazard again. I'm here with George.
Sure, we're here with houseboat rentals and small boat rentals. You can see you can even take your dogs out on the lake. We're up at Lake Berryessa, Lake Don Pedro, Lake Oroville, Whiskey Town Lake up in Shasta, and also Trinity Lake up in the Shasta Trinity National Park. And this is not timeshare. These are all direct rentals, by the day, by the hour on some cases.
By the hour?
Yeah, you can rent a speedboat or a PWC, like one of these. You can rent just for an hour or a couple hours. Rent a kayak for a couple hours or a whole day.
So if I want to go fishing or just take the kids out on a houseboat, I can do that?
Absolutely. And while the water levels may be down for water storage purposes, for water recreation purposes, there's still a heck of a lot of water out on those lakes. Tons of water to jet ski, to water ski, to houseboat. And you take a look, we've got some really beautiful interiors on some of our houseboat models. We've got them 50 feet long up to 75 feet long.
Holy moly.
Some of them have 2 bedrooms, some of them have 6 bedrooms. That model's our 75. It even has 2 side-by-side refrigerators, 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a hot tub on the roof, and a full wet bar on top, including an extra ice maker, just in case you need it for those fabulous summer smoothies.
My last question is, now who's going to be driving this boat up here?
Well, you do or we do. We have pilots that'll take you out, or most people like to take it out themselves. Once you get it out in the water, it's just open sailing.
Sounds good to me. We've been here with George here at Forever Resorts, and we're going to go on and find out some more of the people here at the Recreation Show. Thank you, George.
All right.
I woke up this morning with my mind, yes I did, stay on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind, yes I am, stay on freedom. Walking and talking with my mind every day, stay on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. trouble. The water. Everybody's away. In the water. The morning way. In the water. God's gonna trouble. The water.
It chilled my body, but not my soul.
God's gonna trouble. The water.
Everybody's away.
In the water.
The morning way.
In the water. In the water.
God's gonna trouble.
Trouble. The water.
Yeah.
God's gonna trouble. The water.
This is Eddie Hazard here with the Travel Convention Show in Santa Clara, California. And we're here with Leanne, correctly?
Leanna.
Leanna. I'm going to be beaten up here in Santa Clara. And she's here to, representing the Florida Keys and Key West area. And tell me a little bit about this, what you guys do down here in Florida.
Well, we represent the tourism board for the Florida Keys. It's if you're not familiar with it, it's about a 110-mile stretch of land that is, at the very tip of the state of Florida. It's very unique from the rest of the state of Florida, so it's a wonderful experience. We call it the Caribbean of the United States. Great place to travel to get that Caribbean island feel without having to leave the United States.
What are some of the adventures I can look forward to? I am a fisherman.
Well, the fishing in the Keys is one of the most popular activities to do. Because of the warm water that we get all sorts of different species of fish. You can get anything from the sport fish offshore, where like sailfish and marlin. You can go to the backcountry and catch tarpon and bonefish and snook.
Now, what if I just want to walk around during the Florida Keys?
It's a beautiful place. They've got lots of culture to do as well. Down in Key West, we have things like Ernest Hemingway's house. We have Harry Truman Little White House. Mel Fisher Museum, where you can see the treasures that he found from the sunken, Spanish galleon, the Etosha. It's a really, really fabulous place. Very eclectic. And go have a margarita at Sloppy Joe's Bar and sit on the stool that Hemingway used to sit on.
Leanna, if you're not the mayor of the town, I don't know why. This has been Eddie Hazard with Leanna for Florida Keys West.
Thank you.
What should I look for when I go down to travel down in Central California?
When you're going to Central California, obviously there's so much to see, the ocean, our open spaces and all that. But Hearst Castle is one of our main landmarks. So, being just a national landmark for the nation and having it on the Central Coast, I think is just exciting reason to come visit.
And when I go to the castle, what's the first place I should look for when I go in there?
Ooh, I would say the Neptune pool in this picture right here. It's gorgeous. Sometimes they let people swim in it if you're lucky. But I think that's one of the highlights of the castle. Obviously, the rooms, and there's the indoor pool with the gold in the inside of the pool and all the magic that's inside. But for me, the Neptune pool just really captures, the outside beauty, and it allows you to kind of look outside and see how great the Central Coast is.
What is one of the stories that sticks in your mind about the Hearst Castle? There's a million of them, and I know a few of them, but what is the one that stays in your mind that really surprised you when you got involved in Hearst Castle?
Well, I don't know if anything really surprised me so much of it, but wanting to be back in time with J. Randolph Hearst and be at his parties and with all the celebrities that would come visit with him, and what a magical time that must have been back then. So glamorous.
I wish I could get there, but I don't think I had enough money to get into the castle. My friend goes there once a year, actually.
Does he?
Yes, he does. He's gone to the wine cellar down underneath. I think there's a wine cellar, and tried to get into the pool. He's a comedian, but almost got run out.
No, I don't even know how sometimes people get into that pool, but we have an event called Savor that we have on the Central Coast, and one of the parties that they have is at the Hearst Castle, and it's just beautiful. If it gives you just a little bit of the taste of what it might have been like to party there.
Hi, I'm here with Courtney Winters, who's with the Pismo Beach Convention Center. Conference and Visitor Bureau. And what would I look for if I were to come to Pismo Beach?
We really have something for everybody. If you're looking for a really relaxing vacation, we've got something to offer you. We have 30 hotels, we have vacation rentals, RV parks, campgrounds, all of that you can really just kind of soak in the scenery and everything that Pismo Beach has to offer. We've got some of the most amazing sunsets, and you can walk along our new promenade that's just built recently, and our 1,200-foot long pier.
How many feet?
1,200 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Yes. quite a bit of walking.
I think so.
And you can go fishing out from there. We've also got a lot of activities if you're interested in doing something a little bit more active. We have kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding has gotten very popular recently.
Yes, it's like mini Hawaii.
It is. It is. The water's not quite as warm, but it's just as beautiful.
And you were telling me about a winery that's close by.
We actually have several wineries. There's probably about 30 that are within 10 minutes from the beach. So we have a great wine and waves concept that you can literally be at the beach and enjoying everything that Pismo Beach has to offer. Go out, do a little bit of wine tasting either in Pismo Beach. We've got 5 wine tasting rooms and wine bars in our area. And then about 27 wineries that are within 10 miles of the beach.
Wow. And you give me a little history about Pismo Beach that people would be really surprised to hear. Run it down to me.
So we have the only drive-on beach in California. And one of the things that's so great about that is that the 10 Commandments was actually filmed out there. Part of the set is actually buried in those dunes. So recently they uncovered a few more things from the set. So there's always something down there and always something new to see. And you can rent ATVs and dune buggies and all the different vehicles. You can drive your own vehicle out there if you'd like. So we've got a lot to offer in Pismo.
Now, tell me about what was their the big business for Pismo Beach you were saying about clamming.
We are known as the clam capital of the world. So even Bugs Bunny had referenced it in wanting to come and get all the clams that you can eat.
Well, here we are, Pismo Beach, and all the clams we can eat. What a way for a duck to travel. Underground. Hey, wait a minute. Since when is Pismo Beach inside a cave? I wonder, I just bet we should have turned left at Albuquerque, and then maybe a right turn at La Jolla.
So, although we don't necessarily have as many clams that can be found on the beach anymore, we still have some of the most amazing clam chowder. We've got a clam festival every October, and all of our restaurants kind of battle it out for bragging rights for the year of the best clam chowder.
Well, I know where I'm going on my next vacation. Courtney, I'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you so much.